How is diesel fuel different than gasoline? 1. Gasoline contains hydrocarbon molecules, while diesel contains larger molecules. 2. Diesel molecules are longer and they bind more strongly, making it thicker than gasoline. And 3. In the winter, diesel has a thicker consistency like molasses or honey. Diesel and gasoline combustion engines work so differently because of their chemical makeup. When gasoline is heated, its small hydrocarbon bond molecules separate and become vapor. They react with oxygen molecules when a spark is present and energy is released. When diesel is heated, it requires more heat because it has longer tangled molecules. The increased amount of heat comes from compressed air.
Gasoline reacts with oxygen when a spark is present and energy is released. Diesel doesn't require a spark. The heat for the reaction comes from air under high pressure.
Some advantages of biodiesel is that it's carbon neutral, which means that it produces about 50% less carbon monoxide and 50% less hydrocarbons and no sulfur oxides, which means it's much cheaper.
What are the advantages of using a hydrogen-powered car? The only exhaust is water, and it uses up to 80% of its fuel's energy.
There's 2 redox reactions that occurs when powering the electric motor on a hydrogen-powered car. First, an oxidation occurs at the anode, and then a reduction occurs at the cathode. Electrons lost at the anode are gained by oxygen at the cathode. So that means that the electrons are transferred from hydrogen to oxygen, which powers the motor.
Hydrogen-powered vehicles aren't more available because the hydrogen used by the fuel cells needs to be produced. Most common source is natural gas or coal, but that would generate pollution. Also, the storage of hydrogen is a problem.
We feel that using biodiesel is much more efficient for your car.
So why do we feel that this is a better alternative energy source? It's carbon neutral, meaning that the amount of carbon taken in by plants is released by using this fuel, which evens it out.
We can reuse vegetable oils, which will make gasoline much cheaper with a simple conversion. Biodiesel, the car produces much less pollution, 50% less carbon monoxide, 50% less hydrocarbons, and no sulfur oxides, and it's much cheaper.